O'Neal alongside Devin Justice coming out of a huge loss here at Legacy. As last show, John Steele selected the handyman Jake Ray to be his partner, defeating him. And also, Nick Diamond's no more in the RWA.
No, and I'll be honest with you, I had never seen a more remorseful Nick Diamond in my life. I really figured that the guy that, he'd just be able to move on, find some work elsewhere, but he's clearly dejected from what has taken place at Legacy.
Wait a minute. Nick Diamond bought a ticket?
You're gonna be kidding me. I'm not. Well, I mean, there's nothing really barring him from the building.
Louis Léon last month, gotta give credit. When you talk about top matches from the RWA Legacy, Louis Léon and Coach Will kicked the night off hot.
They certainly did. And, the thing about Louis Léon that I've really grown to admire is this is a man who is typically known as a tag competitor, not afraid to mix it up in singles competition, is an extremely dynamic tag specialist, being able to work with almost any likes.
And I give credit, after having that match with Coach Will, coming to the aid of Nick Diamond after collecting for beating a pulp out of him pretty much after he had that match. So curious to see where this goes. Louis Léon, Rylie O'Neal, Bobby Rossi, what do you think of this one?
I honestly think it's anyone's game except for the fact that you've got the insurance policy of Devin Justice at ringside. I'm looking at two very evenly matched individuals. I mean, you got a slight reach and height advantage on behalf of O'Neal, but I'm not so sure that's going to weigh in very heavily in tonight's matchup.
O'Neal and Léon right now starting off, trying for a collar and elbow, trying once again.
I think you're going to see these two getting deadlocked continuously throughout the match, especially if they continue to try to fight one another's fight. Louis Léon looking to get inside the head of Rylie O'Neal, and again they lock horns. Léon with a brief advantage, and now O'Neal elects for a standing headlock, goes for the takedown instead, floors his opponent right in the middle of the ring. Very well done. Good positioning.
When you first learn professional wrestling, one of the first things they teach you is how to collar and elbow tie. So every wrestler, it's pretty much their go-to, but the question is, how do they capitalize? Strength, are they smart with how they do it? So I'm always curious. O'Neal had the first one, and Louis Léon seemed to fire right back.
Well, here's what you got going on. You've got a little bit of catch me if you can, if you will, each of which are feeling one another out. They're resorting to the basics. If you can perfect the basics, you can win championship titles. That goes without saying, but I'll reiterate.
Rylie O'Neal trying to go technical right there. Louis Léon right to the face. Cover.
Beautiful sweep of the leg. Two for good measure. Again, they are matched neck for neck here. If I were scoring this bout, I mean, I think it'd be 0-0.
Pretty much even right now. Who's trying to get that? We talk about RWA. No matter how it's done, we say it all the time. It's never done the right way, but a win is a win here. O'Neal and Louis Léon both looking to get a huge win. Up and over goes Léon. Right from back. Here we go. Getting the arm, and Louis Léon showing everyone right now.
Well, I think he's showing everyone as well as himself what exactly he's going to have to bring to the table. Rylie O'Neal not afraid to go to the top district, but he's not nearly as mobile as, say, Léon. Look at the hang time on that.
Getting O'Neal cover. Only a two.
Struggled for the second half of that backslide. You can see it didn't result too well for him, but he still has the advantage. And it looks as if Louis Léon is going to be the one with the speed factor in this matchup.
Louis Léon asking the faithful, RWA faithful, should he put it down? Decide to flip around, cover. Only a two. Swinging a miss from O'Neal. Louis Léon picking him. What is he doing? Add to his arsenal.
Looks like he was electing for an abdominal stretch. Instead, body slams his opponent, going for the pin. And I feel as though he's trying to wear O'Neal down. If you ask me, these guys have the same gas tank.
Talking about the same gas tank, these guys equally balanced in this match. We're talking about who wants it more. Léon looking good right now.
What in the world is this? Devin Justice, what I tell you. He's the added insurance policy. And Luis Léon takes his eye off the prize for one split second. It's going to cost him dearly.
And this is unreal. Devin Justice just looking and smiling on the face of Nick Diamond right now.
You know, I don't know if I would have come to the show if I were Nick. I'd be honest with you. I might have read up on the results on this one the next day.
So what do you think his strategy is? Is he coming to support RWA, or did he just show up for this one?
I don't know. I don't know where his head is. I haven't had a chance to talk to him. Luis Léon now continuing to be on the receiving end of O'Neal's offense, fighting his way up to a standing base. Oh, and again gets floored with a very well-placed knee lift.
Well, the last time we seen Rylie O'Neal in singles action in the RWA was over a year ago, as he actually got a win over Nick Diamond. So technically in RWA, singles record, it's pretty good, 1-for-1. I mean, you're batting pretty good there.
A 500 batting average is nothing to sneeze at, folks. Rylie O'Neal gets to his feet first. Luis Léon seems to have lost a lot of the step that he had about 2 minutes ago in this matchup.
Up to a count. Come on!
Oh, my God. He got every bit of that one.
He's patting himself on the back, Bobby Rossi.
Yeah, well, he ought to be proud of himself. He hit an unarmed man. 2-2 only, says Tony P. I really do gotta highlight the resilience of Luis Léon here, because again, he's getting cheap shotted left and right. He's got O'Neal continuously pummeling on him, but the guy's not showing many signs of quit. Oh!
Big strike to Luis Léon right now, knocking him down, but O'Neal taking a minute to capitalize, whether it's going for a pinfall or picking him up and setting up for a suplex, it looks like.
Léon may be blocking it, I'm not so sure. I sit correcting. And O'Neal looks like he's going to hammer the final nail into the coffin. Small pun intended here at the church. And he misses big.
Unsuccessful. This could be Léon's moment to capitalize. Diamond to his feet for a minute. And the question is, can O'Neal get up fast enough first? Luis Léon going to beat him to it.
O'Neal charges into Léon, eats a back elbow in the process, along with a boot lift, creates some more separation. Can Léon capitalize? Launches himself off the ropes. Oh, but not so fast. O'Neal still has the advantage. Beautiful leapfrog. Léon with a bigger swing and a miss. Oh, and he suffers some spine to the pine. Cover 2 3/4, says Tony P.
It's always Rylie O'Neal adding to the arsenal. Originally looking like he was going to get Léon into those ropes, but going the opposite way with the spine buster, drilling him down. The question is, he didn't get the 3 count. What's he going to do to finish?
I'm not so sure, but I know he's running out of patience, and he is running out of weapons. He's not the most creative man, this O'Neal. Oh!
Going for the cover.
Cover! 2.5, says Tony P.
Rylie O'Neal in disbelief, telling Tony P that was 3. Nick Diamond right there looking on the outside. Devin Justice telling him to calm down. Wow. Should this be the time?
Really, no, not in the slightest. If I were O'Neal, I'd try to seal the deal and get out of Dodge. Look at this. Léon now. Léon a pawn in the Twisted Gain, the collective. Unfortunately, suffering the camel clutch. Right in the face of Nick Diamond. Wow. These guys, they're relentless, aren't they?
Giving it everything that they have right now. Luis Léon not kicking out just yet. Starting to get out of it. Getting to his feet. O'Neal still applies the pressure.
But not for long. He got backed up into the buckles. Luis Léon trying to force a break here. He's running out of energy. Looks like he's digging deep, though. Right into the reserves. Again into the buckles. To little avail. Oh! That's a lot. That's a lot after 8 minutes of combat to hold up somebody else's weight like that, and he drops out of sheer exhaustion.
Dropping him right down. Luis Leon trying to get to the rope. Devin Justice on that side. Luis Leon is trying to do whatever it takes right now, but he's fighting 2 against 1.
Tony P's being awfully liberal right now with his involvement here of Devin Justice. Just being on the apron is enough.
Drilling Justice to the floor is O'Neal. And the odds have been even, and Luis Leon is feeling it.
Fighting through every bit of pain. Leon is standing tall. He hasn't moved from the center of the ring. Big swing and a miss by O'Neal, who suffers a spine buster in return.
Luis Leon fighting the battle 2 against 1, winning that one and trying to win the second match, and that's the actual match. But the question is, we've seen the beating he takes. Does he have it in him as O'Neal sends him to the apron?
Whoa, he almost sends him to the ceiling fan in the process. Luis Leon, look at this. Well aware of the danger outside of the ring as well as in. What's he got here? He's got himself in a bad spot is what he's got. Oh! Beautifully done. Did he get all of it? It certainly staggered O'Neal. He's got him in a waistlock. Going for the ripcord. Devin Justice is now in the ring.
Oh,
what the hell is this? Tony, throw the match out.
This isn't right. Luis Leon had that match won. Come on now.
This is disgusting. This is absolutely disgusting. There's nothing right or just about this. They need to get out of the ring.
Trying to set up for the signature above all. Justice hit the Nick Diamond.
He's seen enough, and I can't say I blame him.
Nick Diamond buying a ticket, and Diamond wiping both members out. He put his career on the line, but he's here to save his friend. Picking him up. Big DDT.
Ooh, he got all of that one.
But Bobby Rossi can't even do that. Wait, oh, well. Oh.
I think your questions are going to get answered here, Coach. I'm just as in the dark as you. Luis Leon was on the verge of pulling the upset. Devin Justice forcing his way into the matchup. How's the big man going to handle this one?
Nick, what are you doing? You know last month your career came to an end. You bought a ticket here tonight. You can't be in the ring. I understand what happened. I saw it. I had a front seat. Listen, we can't have you jumping in the ring as a fan. Hold on. We're going to fix this. We're going to fix this. Here's how we're going to fix this. We're going to reinstate Nick Diamond. That's what we're going to do. We're going to reinstate Nick Diamond. And then next month here, October 19th, we're going to have the Uncut Gems against the Collective in this ring.
It's a tag match, player. Welcome back, Mr. Diamond.
A tag team match, player.
Let's find this man an oversized jacket immediately.
Bobby Rossi, it doesn't matter if Danger Boy says your match is going to be career versus career. It takes Big Daddy T Phoenix to saying, Diamond is back. If we already have a tag match, we're going to get it right now.
They continue to have bad blood amidst all of the events that transpire tonight. Folks, you're going to see these two teams in combat next month. More Encore on tap.